looking straight into our camera and belting out a song.
And I know that these are angels.
Shows a new side of Christine Comey.
I had a talent and it was singing, and I didn't really discover it because I used to be shy, I used to be afraid, and now I can sing, I don't have to be shy.
The 11-year-old with newfound confidence after 2 years at Girls Inc.
It inspired me, and it's fun in here, and I have a lot of friends.
Girls Inc. encourages young girls, most are low income, to be strong, smart, and bold. Messages that are reinforced throughout their 2 centers in Manchester and this one in Nashua, which just underwent a $2 million renovation.
Give them a place where they belong, a place where they feel part of the group.
CEO Kathy Duffy Cullity says no girl is turned away if she can't pay, but that means the bills pile up.
And I go to bed at night and go, how am I going to do this? And I kept telling myself, I'm doing the right thing. The work we're doing is so important. Something's going to happen. Somebody's going to help us. And there's not many people that haven't dreamt about winning the lottery, but I didn't know it would come from someone who won the lottery.
Just like that, $150,000 from the unidentified Powerball winner. The second of 2 donations made the day the winner unceremoniously accepted her near-record jackpot.
I have to believe she knows something about us. Maybe she heard me speak before. Maybe she's been to an event. Maybe she was a girl in our program.
Even the girls recognize the huge gift and its importance.
I would say thank you, with all my gratitude.
In-kind donations help fund a myriad of programs, including an entrepreneurial camp where 14-year-old Maddie Murray had to speak before a big crowd.
Before that, I was so scared to speak in front of people. I would always shake my legs, I would quiver my hand, but I spoke perfectly in front of people. I even won a competition.
Part of the mission is to give back. Ariana Burns has been coming to Girls Inc. since kindergarten. And now, at the tender age of 8, she's found ways to make a difference.
This girl, she was sad today because she couldn't jump rope, and I said, well, don't think about what you can't do, think about what you can do.
That positive thinking has Ariana dreaming big.
I want to be a famous chef.
A chef?
Yeah. I actually made a poster about Julia Child.
So, we've got a celebrity chef and an entertainer. These girls are well on their way.
We are standing in His presence on holy ground.
We do canned pasta, we do soup, we do cereal, granola bars, jelly, mayonnaise, noodles.
Sandy Scammels and other volunteers fill up backpacks with a weekend's worth of food for needy school children in Dover.
I want them to have the best they can have, to be the best they can be.
And that means feeding kids in between free school lunch on Friday and free breakfast on Monday. 68 hours they may otherwise go hungry.
My goal is to eliminate childhood hunger in America, period. And we do it basically one school at a time.
Claire Bloom started the all-volunteer nonprofit End 68 Hours of Hunger in Dover back in 2011. It's grown to 42 programs in 7 states. In Dover alone, they now feed 160 kids in 7 schools, including at Seacoast Charter, where Sisters Trinity and Liberty take home food bags every Friday.
Sometimes when we don't have that much food, my stomach really hurts. My tummy always bugs me when I'm trying to sleep.
Mom Rebecca scraping pennies together trying to put food on the table.
Sometimes we skip breakfast because I didn't get milk, and we ran out of everything. So So I'm just like, okay, let's have a can of green beans for breakfast, you know, just do anything I can.
The impact on kids, enormous.
They can't learn in school, that they can't focus, they have no energy to go out and play, that all they can focus on is their next meal.
Lauren Collifrath, coordinator of the Dover chapter, delivers food bags to schools where they are discreetly handed off to students. She says the need is extraordinary.
I have 7-year-old children who hide their bags from their parents because they would take it for themselves. I have families of 6, and 4 of the children get bags, and it helps the family through the whole week.
End 68 Hours of Hunger is one of the first charities to benefit from New Hampshire's mystery $559 million Powerball winner. 3 chapters, Dover, Nashua, and Derry, each received $33,000. It's Dover's largest donation ever.
It's a really big deal, especially for a charity like ours, where a lot of what we're relying on for donations is the $10 that a 90-year-old little old lady sends every month, or the family that regularly donates $25 a week.
Gratefulness all around, but perhaps none more appreciative than those whose stomachs are now full.
Those bags really saved us because sometimes my cupboards were empty and my fridge was empty, and I was able to use those bags to feed my children.